Hey, what is happening, guys? And thank you for tuning in to Rules for Rebels. In today's video, we're going to be doing an Amazon merch update video. I used to do these from time to time. Been a little while since I've done one. There really hasn't been a whole lot of new stuff for merch in terms of like policy changes, new softwares and programs and things out there. So there's a few announcements to make, a few new softwares out. Wanted to briefly comment on sales. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about one, kind of updating you guys on my sales, how sales are going. Are they good? Are they bad? Number two, we actually have 3 new merch policy changes. 1 or 2 of these I may have talked about, but we got a couple new ones. And then there's also a couple new like softwares or programs out there that can help you maybe scale your Amazon merch business a little bit. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So this is Rules for Rebels, Amazon merch update. I actually put this in here as a placeholder. I forgot to take it out. So we'll call this new shit you need to know about merch. So sales. For me, sales are down over the past week, 2-3 weeks here. I had been doing $400 per week in sales. Sales have been trending closer to $200 over the past week or two, and they seem to be a little bit on the downturn. You know, that I've been kind of looking at, you know, when you first log into merch and you see on your dashboard like sales for the last 7 days, it was consistently $400, 412. And right now it's like 190, 200, 212, 200, 190. I kind of attribute the slowdown to a couple things. Partly just normal Amazon merch fluctuations. Partly I had some Cinco de Mayo stuff doing pretty well. Cinco de Mayo has passed. So I was kind of expecting to see a little bit of a slowdown there. And then lastly, I just had a couple other niches that are kind of slowly kind of dying out. So I really need to kind of get on it and start cranking out some more shirts. My shirt count fluctuates between about 550 and 600 shirts. You know, it seems like whenever I get up to 650, I'll have a bunch that have been up without sales that get taken down, and it brings me back down. So my focus kind of moving forward is going to be trying to get to, I'm at 1,000 tier now, so I'm going to be trying to get up closer to 1,000. One quick thing about tiering, because I forgot to mention that in terms of the Amazon updates. No longer do you have to sell 100 shirts to tier up to tier 500, or no longer do you have to sell 25 shirts to tier up to tier 100. I'm not sure exactly why, but for whatever reason, Amazon has gotten less strict about this. They're giving people more shirt sales, even if they're not actually hitting their quotas, which is kind of cool. It gives everybody a little bit more real estate to work with. As far as the 3 Amazon updates, and let me slide this somewhere to where it won't be in your way. Returns are now deducted. So due to the rising cost of processing returns, merch will deduct royalties for return products starting May 1st. You may be able to view, or you will be able to review your return products in a new returns column on the Analyze page and CSV file. Monthly returns will be based on the difference between royalties for products shipped and refunded that month. Negative monthly balances will not be debited from your bank account, but will be carried over. So what that means is, if Amazon has already paid you out, they're gonna, and you owe them $20 for returns, they're gonna take it off the next month's sales. They're not gonna pull it out of your bank account. A couple words on the returns. Formerly, you used to be able to keep the commission on returns. From what I've been hearing as far as why this is happening, what a lot of people were doing is, oh, you know what, there's a jazz festival in my town this week. I'm gonna get 50 jazz shirts made. I'll go down to the festival and try to sell them, and whatever I don't sell, I'll return to Amazon. You know, you have a couple kind of bad actors there that kind of ruin it for everybody. So now Amazon will be deducting them. One kind of interesting thing, if any of you guys have ever ordered an Amazon merch shirt and they sent you the wrong size, the stitching was coming out, the print didn't go on right, if you've ever had to actually do a return through Amazon for an Amazon merch shirt, they don't even make you send a shirt back. I had one shirt I ordered for a friend of mine the other day. It came, the shoulder was already unstitched. I opened a return and I was expecting to you know, have to package it up and ship it back. And they said, we don't want the shirt back. Here's your, you know, $21 back after tax or whatever it is. And again, I kind of already mentioned that this was because people were abusing the system. Long live merch shirts. They've extended the period to where your shirts stay live. So the Amazon announcement came through on 5/10. Previously, products were kept live for sale if they received at least 1 order within the first 90 days of being published. To give your designs more time to make their first sale, we have extended this time period to 180 days. This policy will be reviewed on a regular basis and will only apply to newly submitted products. Designs submitted prior to today must still receive at least 1 order within the first 90 days of being published to be kept live. So I've heard a lot of people complaining about this. A lot of people are like, oh man, I've been really kind of going ham for the last like month. I just got 600 shirts up here. Like, it sucks that I have half the time of what somebody who uploads them today is going to have. I think 180 days is way too long. I mean, if your shirt hasn't sold in 3 months, it's probably not going to sell. You really don't need, you know, half a year to see if your shirts sell. I'm curious to hear from you guys. Do you think this is good or is it bad? Most people I've talked to don't seem to be too happy about it. Like, I feel like it just adds more clutter and more junk to Amazon. A lot of these bullshit shirts are going to stay up there for that much longer. So I'm not really a huge fan of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't affect me that much. But, you know, I'm not super excited about this policy. Like, if one of my shirts hasn't sold in 90 days, I really don't think it's going to sell in 180. But it is what it is. And then as of May 4th, hoodies and sweatshirts are now enabled for all accounts. If you have not yet published a hoodie or sweatshirt, please review our product templates and royalty page for additional information. I personally haven't found that long sleeve shirts, hoodies, and noodies sell that well. However, at the end of the day, I guess more options is good. I do have one particular shirt. It's a Michigan shirt. It tends to sell pretty well. It probably helps that Michigan is a colder climate, and it's a hoodie, and it's geared towards people who like Michigan. But in general, I don't find that hoodies sell too well. What I think hoodies are good for is people who are trying to up their numbers. You know, if you're at 1,000 tier and you only have 500 shirts, well, shoot, every design that you crank out, make a hoodie version of it. And, you know, if you create 100 designs, now you have 200 more live products because, you know, you're doing hoodies as well. This is actually a new software that I just discovered the other day. I haven't personally used it yet. It's called Merch Uploader. Simplify your merch uploading process. Merch Uploader gives you the power, flexibility, and speed you always wanted in a lightweight application that will it works automatically for you. So I haven't personally used it. It seems pretty cheap. It's $4.99. They are offering a free trial. From the little bit I dug into it, it looks like it's actually a Firefox extension, and I'm guessing it's some kind of like Python script or something like that. But basically, it's going to automatically upload your shirts. I kind of briefly looked over their website. I can't really tell exactly how it works. Like, I think you are going to have to put together like a CSV file of like your shirt title, maybe check the colors that you want, and a description, and then you upload the CSV file and it uploads the shirts for you. Will that save you time? I mean, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, you're still going to have to write the descriptions and things like that, but I think one of the most tedious processes and one of the most time-consuming parts of merch is just like, okay, I got to upload my shirt, wait for it to clock, wait for it to upload, then I got to pick the colors, then I got to wait for it to go to the next page. And even though it may only be a few seconds here and there, like when you're trying to upload hundreds of shirts in a day, like it really does take time. So I think what this does is with one click, it'll upload 50 shirts, so you're not having to sit there and wait for every single shirt to upload. And then if I'm not mistaken, I think you can duplicate. So I might be, you know, and again, I haven't used this, so I'm just kind of speculating from the little bit I saw about it. But if I upload a design, bullet points, and a description for a standard t-shirt, I believe this program will automatically, if I want, create a premium shirt, a long sleeve tee, a nudie, and a hoodie. So could definitely be a time saving. One thing I would give you guys in terms of a word of caution, if you read the Amazon Merch TOS, they explicitly prohibit the use of automation for uploading designs. So as far as I can tell, the way that I'm seeing this program and reading Merch Terms of Service, it is against policy to use an automated program like this to upload shirts to Merch. Now, I'm guessing because it's an extension and not like some kind of software, it's not as if these shirts being uploaded look like they're coming from a proxy. I believe these would be uploaded from your IP address. If there is any way, however, that Merch can tell that you're using automation, there is a chance that you could have your account suspended. So maybe somebody who's a little bit more tech savvy than myself can maybe read through the terms of service and look over this program and say, okay, yeah, they could tell, yeah, they couldn't tell. Either way, you know, I think it's up to you guys to be able to make your own decision. This potentially could save you some time. They offer a trial, and it seems pretty cheap. So if anybody does give this a try, let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I'm not going to be using it. You know, I don't want to do anything that's going to put my merch account in jeopardy. But if any of you guys do use it, you find it helpful, and or if anybody with a bit more tech savviness knows kind of how this works, and if Amazon knows that you're using it, please drop a comment down below. I'd like to know, and I'm sure some other people may as well. And then lastly, we have Merch Informer has a new product designer. Now, I'm guessing this is going to be, I haven't personally used it yet. I actually unsubscribed to Merch Informer a while back for a couple reasons. Reason number one, I kind of felt like rather than actually doing keyword research and stuff, I felt like I'd be better off just cranking out designs. I've been selling on eBay, Amazon for a while. I've been blogging for a long time. I have a pretty good feel of SEO and how to rank things on eBay and Amazon. So I don't think I necessarily need a program to show that to me, but also keyword research and things like that take time. And I kind of made the decision, I'd rather just go quantity over quality, let the market tell me what works and what doesn't work. If something ranks high in Amazon, I know I'm doing something right. I don't really need a third-party program to tell me, you know, that this is a good title or whatever. So that's one reason I stopped using it. Also, I got a little bit annoyed with the Amazon merch subreddit. It was basically created to promote Merch Informer, but if anybody like so much as mentions any other software, tool, program, course, anything else, everyone jumps down their throat. I find that kind of hypocritical. Basically, the guy who runs the Amazon merch subreddit also owns Merch Informer, and if you look through like the sticky sidebar thing and everything is pushing you to use Merch Informer. So that kind of annoyed me a little bit. That's just kind of a side note. This isn't going to make amazing, awesome t-shirt designs, right? Like let's get that out of the way right off the bat. Like, you aren't going to be designing the most amazing t-shirts, but at the end of the day, Amazon isn't about having the most awesome, the most artistic, the most complicated, awesome designs. Like, Amazon merch is a numbers game, and sometimes a plain text shirt or like a plain image in text, or sometimes even just an image, can actually sell really well. So if you're looking to play the numbers game and crank out a ton of designs really fast, this could be really helpful. I actually subscribe to Make Merch, incredibly overpriced, and it doesn't always work that well. But basically, I can take any design that I've made and automatically make it into like 10 different vintage or distressed designs really quick. And so I've continued subscribing to it for that reason. I probably will be unsubscribing in the near future. I probably am going to give this one a try. I mean, this is a very, very basic kind of text and image editor. I'm trying to see here, templates. So it looks like they maybe have some automated templates put in here already. They'll be like a zebra and it'll say curved zebra. And if you wanted to type here like stripes are fun and crank out a shirt, I imagine it seems like it's going to be very similar to Make Merch. So it'll spit out a file with a clear background, PNG file, 4500 by 5400. So you can really crank out shirts here really quickly, very simple designs, and it gives you a design that's ready to be uploaded to Amazon merch right away. So if you're trying to play the numbers game and just get a bunch of low quality shirts up there quickly, I think this could work out. This may also be useful if any of you guys like have no design skills and aren't really interested in learning Photoshop but want to be able to crank out designs. This could be good for you as well. Again, I haven't personally used it. I did get an email the other day, and it was offering me a free month of Merch Informer. And I had been thinking about signing up for this anyways, just because I wanted to check out this new design software that they have, and maybe make a video for you guys. But since they're offering me a free month, I'll probably do that tonight. Go sign up for the month trial, give this a whirl. Maybe I'll make a video showing you guys how to use it, or at the very least sharing my experience with it. If any of you guys have tried this, or if any of you guys give it a try, please come back and drop a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. Returns, we kind of already talked about returns, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about how many returns I'm experiencing. If you were to go on like the Amazon, the Reddit, the subreddit, Amazon merch, there's a lot of people like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all these returns. Returns are ridiculous. Everyone seems to think like Amazon is making up fake returns to take money away from them. I don't think Amazon really needs to cheat you or I out of $2 or $3 or $5 to bring in these record numbers of earnings that they have. Like, I highly doubt Amazon is cheating us. Initially, right off the bat, for the first week or so, I wasn't really having very many returns at all. More recently, when I look at my past 7 days of stats, I'll maybe have 3 to 5 returns per 7-day period. Yeah, it sucks losing money, but it hasn't been a huge issue for me. There's really nothing you can do about it, so quit worrying about it. I mean, most of the returns that I've experienced and most of the returns that you're going to see as an Amazon merch seller, as long as you're following the design guidelines, most of the time it's not going to have anything to do with the quality of your design or your images. Most of them are going to be the stitching was off, the printing was off-centered, they folded the shirt before it was dry and things stuck together, and when they pull apart the design's ruined. Like, most of the returns are going to be due to Amazon screw-ups, so it's nothing that you or I have any control over, so don't focus on it. And then lastly, I was kind of curious what your guys' experience with returns has been as well. And then lastly, this is just kind of the last page of this little presentation. Am I missing anything, guys? That's really all the news and updates I have for you guys. If there's anything that you guys want to talk about, any new updates, any new softwares, anything that you feel I missed in this Amazon merch update, please drop a comment in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can do that by hitting that thumbs up button at the bottom left of the video. If you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button either to the bottom left or bottom right of the video, depending on whether you are on mobile or the computer. I'm really trying to hit that 100,000 subscribers and get my silver play button. So help me out, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to share this video somewhere, please do so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next video.